The echo of Toprak Razgatlioglu's glory still reverberates throughout the world of motorcycle racing following his success in securing the World Superbike WSBK World Championship title for the third time in the 2025 season. The title, achieved with a dominant performance with BMW, was the perfect closing and a touching farewell gift for WSBK fans, while also confirming El Turco's readiness to jump to the highest stage of motorcycle racing, MotoGP. Officially, Toprak has signed a multi-year contract with Prima Pramac Yamaha to begin his adventure in the 2026 season, but his crucial adaptation process will begin soon, taking advantage of the break after the end of the grueling WSBK season. This decision to move has been long awaited, and now, with a new WSBK crown, he brings enormous mental capital and confidence to the Grand Prix paddock. Fans' attention now turns to a crucial moment, his first MotoGP test since the official announcement. According to internal team reports and Yamaha's plans, Toprak Razgatlioglu is scheduled to undergo a private test session on the new V4 version of the Yamaha YZR-M1 soon. While the exact date is confidential and subject to change, the private test is expected to take place in late October to early November 2025, once the celebrations for his WSBK title have subsided. This initial session will be his first acclimatization session since his last test at Jerez in 2023. Following this private test, his official debut among MotoGP competitors will take place at the official post-season Valencia test, traditionally held in mid-November 2025, where the world's eyes will be on his speed and unique riding style. The move from a BMW Superbike to a Yamaha YZR-M1 MotoGP prototype of the Pramac satellite team was a major technical challenge. Toprak must adapt to the characteristics of the V4 engine, which Yamaha is currently developing, which is very different from the inline-4 engines he used previously, especially during his time in Yamaha WSBK. Furthermore, he must also adapt to the transition from Pirelli tires to Michelin tires, which are known for their different grip at the front. Furthermore, the much more complex electronics and carbon braking system are new elements that he must master quickly. This first test is not just about speed, but more about finding the feeling that has been missing since his last test in 2023, which was considered less than satisfactory. Successful adaptation at this crucial moment will be crucial for his competitive prospects in the 2026 season. One factor that has smoothed Toprak's path to this early adaptation is the extraordinary and generous permission from his current team, BMW Motorrad. Although Toprak is under contract with the German manufacturer until the end of 2025, BMW has reportedly granted him the opportunity to begin testing with Yamaha earlier than usual. This policy is a sign of mutual respect between rider and manufacturer, and allows Toprak to maximize every opportunity on the M1 before the pre-season testing ban. BMW's generosity is welcomed by Yamaha, who are well aware that every extra testing lap is invaluable for a rider who has to get used to and adapt to a new bike and tires. The pinnacle of fan excitement is the prospect of a duel with the living legend, Marc Marquez. Since the announcement of his move, Toprak has openly expressed his desire to face Marquez head-to-head on the track. A duel pitting El Turco's aggressive and acrobatic riding style against Marquez's technical genius and sharp maneuvers is a dream that could soon become a reality in the 2026 season. The final test of the year will be a kind of introduction from afar, where Toprak will measure himself against the lap times of factory riders like Marquez, albeit with a different team. This battle will not only be interesting from a sporting perspective, but will also symbolize the transfer of generations and racing discipline. In addition to Marquez, Toprak's arrival will heat up the competition with other strong riders on the MotoGP grid. Naturally, he will be the main rival for his own future teammate at Pramac. Furthermore, Toprak will have to compete with Yamaha stars like Fabio Quartararo, who is also hungry for victory in a competitive bike, and Pecco Bagnaia, the reigning world champion on Ducati, who has dominated this era. The presence of Toprak, a rider accustomed to close battles in WSBK, is expected to spark a higher level of competition and force the established riders to push their limits. The racing world is waiting to see whether Toprak can immediately challenge the front row. Although Toprak will be riding for Yamaha's satellite Prima Pramac team. This news underscores the full commitment of Yamaha factory racing. Yamaha Motor Racing Management has confirmed that Toprak will receive 100% full factory technical support, including a bike with the exact same latest specifications as the factory team. The Pramac team is also known as one of the best and most organized satellite teams in the paddock, possessing the ability to prepare bikes and provide accurate data for new riders. This satellite team environment, which is said to have a lower pressure and family atmosphere, is considered ideal for Toprak to make a smooth transition from Superbike to MotoGP. For Yamaha, signing Toprak represents a significant investment and a hopeful return to glory. Yamaha acknowledges that they have endured challenging years in MotoGP, and Toprak's courage and ability to develop the bike are seen as key to accelerating the YZR-M1's progress. Toprak's presence at Pramac will provide valuable data that Yamaha will use to build a more competitive bike. Yamaha sees him not only as a future rider, but also as a catalyst who can help them solve the technical issues that have hampered their performance against the dominance of European rivals. The move to MotoGP requires a major shift in physical and mental preparation. The physical strength required to control a more powerful and faster MotoGP bike is far greater than that of a superbike. Furthermore, the intensity of travel and media pressure in MotoGP is on a different level. Toprak and his mentor, Kenan Sofuoglu, have reportedly significantly increased his training program. Winning the 2025 WSBK title has given him a mental boost, demonstrating his ability to handle the highest levels of pressure. The upcoming test will be the first test to determine his physical readiness for the brutal prototype bike. With all the technical preparations and factory support, this final year of testing is crucial for Toprak Razgatlioglu. After brilliantly closing his WSBK season as world champion, he now opens a new chapter in MotoGP. The entire racing world is waiting with bated breath to see how quickly El Turco can adapt and how much of a threat he will pose to the competition in 2026. The official Valencia test will be his first stage, where Toprak will not only ride his new bike, but also symbolically lay the foundations for the epic duels to come against Marquez and other elite riders in the coming Grand Prix season. Meanwhile, Ducati has announced that MotoGP World Champion Marc Marquez will not race again this season due to a shoulder injury he sustained at the Indonesian Grand Prix. Ducati confirmed that Marc will not be on track for the remainder of 2025 as he must spend 4 weeks with a completely immobilized arm before starting rehabilitation, according to the team.